The other benefit of this ayah, it's so beautiful. You know the surah began, فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى, the one who gave a lot. But here we don't read, الَّذِي يُعْطِي مَالَهُ. What do we read? الَّذِي يُؤْتِي مَالَهُ. He gives. Allah doesn't say He gives a lot. He says to cleanse yourself, the condition isn't to give a lot now. To cleanse yourself, just start giving. And you know, there in the previous setting, أَعْطَى, it was left open. Allah didn't say أَعْطَى مَالَهُ. He gave a lot of His wealth. Allah didn't mention wealth. So what do you give a lot of if you don't have wealth? You give your time, you give your effort, you give your youth, everything. But if Allah mentioned mal there, what about the poor people? They don't have a lot to give. But when it came to giving, He didn't say giving a lot here, He just said giving. Here He mentioned mal. Yu'ti malahu. Why? Because even the poorest person can give something. Everyone can give something. If you only have 2 dates, just take a scrape, the peel off, give that. Give a seed. Give something. Give something. Allah doesn't ask you to give a lot because you may not have a lot. And how do we know that? Allah doesn't say yu'ti malahu, He says yu'ti malahu. But when it came to giving in general, which means give of your loves, give of your aspirations, give of your youth, give of your talent, and give of your wealth if you have, give of your life, then you a'ta, no limitation, no objects placed. Here an object has been placed, which is an amazing illustration, again, of giving of wealth. Even just keep giving a little, don't stop. Make it a habit. Every time you come to masjid, just drop something off. Give some to the needy, give something to sadaqah. Just make it a habit. Keep cleansing your wealth. Keep losing the love of it. Tell your children why they should do it. Every time you give them a gift, teach them to give sadaqah. Teach them to be grateful. Teach them to be giving people. We're giving our kids too many toys. Too many toys. And they're not giving anything to anyone. So much so, some kid comes over to your house and they grab one of your kids' toys. What happens to your child? They have a hernia right there. He's holding my doll, he's holding my teddy bear. You know, we're teaching them greed. This is the age where we have to teach them what? Giving. Because if they learn greed now, it's never going to leave. It's never going to leave. You think your kids are good just because they come into masjid? This attitude of giving and not giving is the key in this surah. It's the key to have a clean person. So teach your children to give. Give to each other, give to neighbors, give in sadaqah, right? Train them and give of the things they love. لَن تَنَالُوا الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ. Teach yourself this, teach your children this. You know, for Eid, buy new clothes, right? And give half of them to somebody else. Or buy new clothes and give them to somebody else altogether. We bought this, you know, because Allah will give us even better. Yeah? How much better? A lot better. Really? Yeah. Teach your children that. Make them imagine what Allah will give them. Right? Give them a love of that. This is a very hard thing to do, but we have to do it. We have to do it. Especially when they're young. Once they become teenagers, forget it. The ship has sailed. The email has been sent. I think we need to make a new expression. Right? The ship has sailed is old. So the new one for me is the email has been sent. So you can't unsend. Right? It's gone. So may Allah Azza wa Jal give us the ability to become a giving people and to instill that into our children.